So, I play video games mostly just to use up time, but sometimes if my parents get in an argument, then I just have to leave the room and get my head on straight. So video games is just a simple way to use up time and do something that is actually really enjoyable.
Sometimes I've had to get away from sometimes my family arguing, so I kind of use video games to get away from that, and it's not fun to be around.
So basically, I was whistling a song from a video game that me and one of my friends, Aidan, had in common before we were friends in art class. And, like, he was just like, hey, I know what you're whistling. And I was like, oh, cool. So we just started talking and playing together. And it just eventually turned into, like, having one of the closest friend groups I've ever had. Like, we go to events all the time together, and it's just a really cool thing that we all share together.
Regardless of your age, gender, ethnicity, or cultural background, chances are you've played a video game before. In the locality of gamers, people feel less judged by the color of their skin or the sexuality that they attribute to themselves. It's a great experience, and despite popular beliefs, playing video games brings people together, not just friends who play with one another anyways. Even people who would have never met otherwise, be it because of different age groups or simply because they live on opposite sides of the planet. The video game industry is big. In 2013, it made about twice the revenue of the film industry. $70.4 billion to $35.9 billion. The video game empire not only offers positives to their players, but also those who make the magic behind the controllers possible. Offering hundreds of thousands of jobs in an industry that's growing each and every day.
Well, there's no comparison between the impact of video games today versus when I was a kid. We had Pong and Breakout, my favorite, and it didn't really impact us because most of us couldn't afford to have it anyway. It was a real luxury, and we played it maybe for an hour on the weekends with our friends. At first, I didn't believe that it was really a sport. And I didn't understand when my kids would watch gaming, of other people gaming, and they did like the competitiveness of that, which I do understand now. And when I've seen my kids go to tournaments, it's their version of their sport.
Playing video games also helps teens and adults with feelings of unhappiness and social wellness. In a study, when players took action and made choices that were unfair or uncompassionate in the game, it triggered feelings of guilt that led them to be more sensitive to issues of fairness and compassion in real life.
Well, as far as my kids starting the gaming program, I thought it was great at first because I really believed that him developing this program was a step towards growing up and sort of making a business. And I've seen it evolve over the last year or so and seen my other son involved in it. And I see the excitement in their eyes when they've gotten 30 kids versus 12 kids or 6 kids. And I see it getting larger, especially in a small community, and enveloping into a really significant role in today's world.
So parents, next time that you think your child playing video games contributes to bad behavior or is simply a waste of time, remember that playing them may just improve their emotional well-being in real life, their self-confidence, and could even be helping them make long-term friends that they wouldn't have made otherwise.